guys, starting off with question 4a, we've got this weird square-based pyramid and we're trying to find the angle C to M down to Q, so we're trying to find this angle in here. Now to figure out which one to draw, see I've put the angle we're looking at, I've put the triangle we're looking at in red. Am I going to draw side on, or like bottom up, top down, bottom up or top down? Either will be fine, but we're going to draw it that way. So we're going to draw C here, M here, Q here. So we've got this one, this is 2, this is 2. You can clearly see that that's a right angle. So angle CMQ equals 90 degrees. If we have a look at number 2, we're trying to do angle TCM. So this time, I'm going to do it in green. We've got T, we're going down the middle to C and across to M and back. So this is going to make a lot more sense if I have a look here. Let me grab these ones and delete them. Okay, so we're going from the top to the middle. We're going from the middle to the midpoint of one of the outside sides. And then we're cutting back up. So in red, you can see the triangle we're looking at. It's not going to make any sense to draw it face down or like from the bottom up. We're going to have to look at it side on. Be easy to see if we couldn't see that one. So we're going to draw the triangle T at the top, going straight down to C, and then going across to M. Let's draw it. So C to M, that was 2 centimeters, millimeters, whatever. T to C, like it's 6 centimeters going down. And we want this line here, TM. So, and we know this is 90 degrees because it's like between flat and upwards. So let's figure out angle TCM. Oh, literally? Oh, it was 90 degrees. I keep preparing for much harder questions. TCQ, yeah, you can have a guess. TCQ we would do really similarly, but this time we're not after this side or this bottom. TCQ, Q's in the bottom corner, isn't it? Yep, okay. So we're after, yep, the top to the middle, then this one. And we're also after this side. So we're looking at this triangle now. So it's going to be easy to look at it side on. So we've got T, we've got C, and we've got Q. This is not to scale. You know T to C is 6 centimeters. C to Q we don't know yet. We could figure it out because C to Q also appears on this one. So they're the same line. But all we need is the angle TCQ. So as you can see again, it's 90 degrees. Okay, now we actually need some stuff. So for question B, we need the length of CM. Well, CM is from the center to the midpoint on the outside. So if I delete these, so it's that line there. And you can kind of see just by looking at this triangle that it's going to be 2 because it's from the center to the outside. And there's, it's 4. The length is 4. So I'm going to copy this one. CM equals 2. Number 2 is less easy though, because now we want CQ. So we're going to steal this diagram again. And we're going to use Pythagoras. So, by the way, I'm not going back to the main picture each time I want to do these. I always want to use the diagrams I've already drawn. So CQ squared equals 2 squared plus 2 squared. So CQ squared is 8. So CQ is square root of 8. CQ, well that's 4 times 2, so that's 2 root 2. Now question C, I'm expecting them to get harder. The angle between a side face and the base. A side face and the base. So, I'm assuming when they say, hang on, let me get rid of this bottom one. When they say the angle between a side face, they're looking at, for example, that face and the base. Oh gosh, what have I just done? Okay. Trying to be really fancy. Why won't it stay coloured in? Okay, that'll do. So it's the angle between that monstrosity and the base. So really, we want the angle in here. So what we really want is that angle there to the side. So we're going to draw this triangle side on. So I'm going to do TCM. CM was 2, TC was 6, and we want this angle in here, calling it alpha to be fancy. So, we know the opposite and adjacent, so tan alpha equals 6 over 2. So alpha equals arctan 6 over 2. So alpha equals 71.57 degrees to the nearest degree. Okay, round up, 72 degrees. And then if I have a look at question 2, we want the angle between a slant edge and the base. So this one we had was the angle of that whole face, yeah? This time I want the angle just between one of these lines and the base. So technically the angle we just calculated was the angle in here, that angle there. Now the angle we're going to calculate and I'll turn the relevant ones red. Is this angle in here. That angle there. So if we're to draw that triangle, that's TCQ. Which we also already know some stuff about. We know TC is 6. We call this theta. We don't know CQ. But we can very quickly figure that out. Oh no, we have figured it out already. It's 2 root 2. Okay. Okay, so if we want TQ, oh no, we don't want TQ, we just want the angle. So tan theta is 6 over 2 root 2, which means theta equals arctan 6 over 2 root 2. So theta equals, no need to rationalise, your calculator can cope, 64.76 degrees. We round up to the nearest degree, so 65 degrees. That's all it wanted.